special votes. Half of them have been covered by the IEC officials who have to do home visits, and they'll finish the other half tomorrow, and other people will of course be able to use that voting station, but by and large most people expected to show up on Wednesday. All right, that's the Northern Cape. Let's now go to KwaZulu-Natal, where we find Simphiwe Mkhanya, who's in Ulundi, and for many people of Zulu origins, that could be considered the center of the Zulu nation. Let's find out what's been happening on special voting day in that part of the country. Simphiwe, thanks very much for joining us. Tell us a little bit about what's happening where you are.
Afternoon, Peter, and good afternoon to our viewers at home. Well, certainly we're coming to you live from Ulundi. This area, Peter, where we're coming from is a predominantly IFP-controlled area, but we understand also that there are other parties such as the ANC, the NFP and the EFF that have made inroads in this area. With me, I have Mr. Mazwi Zongo, who is going to be shedding some light in terms of the voting process, because we understand that it's just after 5 o'clock, so we presume it's close now. Mr. Zongo, thank you very much for your time. How has the voting process been?
Thank you very much for having me, and greetings to your viewers. Well, the voting process has been unfolding very smooth as expected in all areas within the scope of Ulundi municipalities, from Ward 1 to Ward 24. Even though there were minor issues in terms of service delivery protest, but we have managed to deal with that, and there was nothing that actually being interrupted in terms of our operations. So far so good. The voters have been voting through the special votes today.
How many special votes were actually expected to happen today?
The number of approved special votes is 3,199. We are hopefully going to get it done, everything, tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So far with Ulundi, we have managed, by 2 o'clock this afternoon, we have managed to interact with plus or minus 315 voters who have been interacting with the IEC in terms of the home visits and also in terms of the station visits.
Any objections thus far?
There are no objections that have been brought forward as yet within the scope of Ulundi and also within the scope of Zululand district.
Mr. Mazwi, thank you very much for your time.
Many thanks.
All right, that was Mazwi Zongo, who is the regional IEC chairperson here in Ulundi, basically saying that at the moment there have been no incidents that have been reported. The voting has gone off smoothly. We are obviously expecting more voting to take place tomorrow. Peter, over to you.
Simphiwe, thanks very much indeed, and that's where we'll leave it for the time being. We'll be back right after this, and we'll be talking to political analyst Levindo to tell us a little bit about his thoughts on special voting day and perhaps some of the things that we can expect on Wednesday. Stay with us on this special coverage of #SA Decides 2019.